It feels like we're about to touch the steering wheel of a 3,000 horsepower car and actually drive it on the track. Yangwang U9, plus this color. Last time we saw it, the super hype Jia Kong guy was right next to me. We can dance, we can jump along with it. Before pushing the Yangwang U9 on track, let's warm up first. This is the one we're taking. This version doesn't have a rear wing. It should be the top speed edition, since there's less downforce. Let's drift it. Let's see what the 1300 HP U9 can do. What's drifting like? Wow, these seats are pretty comfy. We're in Jiangsu, Chengdu today, about to properly push it to the limit. Wow, I just drove 6 or 7 laps. No overheating at all, and every heavy brake was super stable. The feel is amazing, way beyond what I expected for the driving limit. It feels like we can actually grab the wheel of a 3000 HP car and take it onto the track. Can you imagine that? We're looking at the Yangwang U9 behind us through a streaming rearview mirror. And right now, I'm sitting in this very 3000 HP machine, the Performance Monster U9X. This car, lap times at Nürburgring and for Chinese tracks. It set China's 4-track fastest production car record. Nürburgring fastest production ever. Excited. I'll drive it later. What's 3000 horsepower? Weren't we just driving that little 18 horsepower Xiaowang a few days ago? Our Fiat 500, this car. 3000 divided by 18166 Xiaowang cars. Wow, that's a lot. Imagine combining all those together. Wow. Really, I can't even imagine it. It's super easy to drive. Not nearly as scary as I thought it would be. I think they've tuned it really well. It doesn't really feel like one of those wild prototype cars. What does it feel like? Overwhelming power. The most shocking thing isn't just its 3000 horsepower, but how controllable it is in the corners and the way it feels. I even think it's easier to drive than the U9. What surprised me most is, easier to handle than expected 3000 horsepower. Hit throttle, it shoots forward. The acceleration is unreal, but what amazed me most is how controllable it is in corners. Its Cloud Chariot system supports body roll well, and its electronic motor output management makes it easy to drive. Nothing like the brutal 3000 horsepower monster. I imagine total different concept. This is basically the ultimate upgraded version of the U9, and it's upgraded in every way. Still manageable to drive. Of course, I think this is its limit, and today I played it safe, just driving within that. If you look at this car, here are some of the most important parts besides the motors. Domestic titanium brake calipers, domestic carbon ceramic brake discs, plus our GT tires. Co-designed with Yangwang, this is the first Chinese special tire that can handle 500 kilometers per hour. This car's parts help it lap Nürburgring well. And on other racetracks. I think this proves that we don't need foreign supply chains anymore. Our own high-performance parts makers have really stepped up. So this car isn't just Yangwang's success. It's a win for China's entire auto industry. Honestly, I feel pretty emotional. Because back when we watched Top Gear, the 3 hosts came to China, Chongqing, filmed China special. I love Top Gear, but when I watched their China special, I saw how they talked about Chinese cars back then. Lots of knockoffs and copycats. They think it's all a joke, right? Honestly, it makes me pretty sad, but I don't want them to see Chinese cars this way. But I think now. Richard Hammond just visited recently, and he saw this car too. I hope that one day, when they get to drive this car and see its achievements, they'll view Chinese cars in a new light.